You know, usually when you upgrade your screen at home, you grab a tape measure, check the space above the TV stand, right?
Oh, absolutely. And then you argue about whether, 65 inches is just too big for the living room.
Exactly. But today, for this deep dive, we are throwing that tape measure right out the window. We're looking at a screen from Draper that is so massive, 275 inches diagonally, that buying it is less like upgrading your home theater and, well, more like funding a major architectural installation.
Yeah, when you step into this tier of AV equipment, we're completely leaving standard consumer electronics behind. We're diving into the logistics and the specialized engineering required for a display that, honestly, almost defies logic.
Right, so let's try to picture this footprint for everyone listening. We are talking 275 inches diagonally in a standard 16 by 9 format that translates to roughly 11 feet high and 20 feet wide.
It's massive.
Is installing this basically like mounting the broadside of a delivery truck inside a room?
That is actually the perfect visual. And, you don't build something that size just to watch sitcoms. This scale is engineered for massive spaces.
Right, like where?
Think expansive corporate training rooms, mega churches, or really high-end private theaters. You need the visual information to be crystal clear, whether someone is sitting right up front or, say, 100 feet back in the room.
Which obviously creates a massive physics problem. If this thing is literally the size of a delivery truck, how does it physically get inside the building?
Yeah, that's the real challenge.
You definitely can't pivot a rigid 20-foot canvas up a standard stairwell.
No, you can't. But the engineering actually solves for that immediately. The screen ships completely unassembled.
Oh, okay. Like IKEA furniture, but huge.
Sort of, yeah. The frame itself is made from extruded aluminum, which makes it incredibly rigid, but surprisingly lightweight. So installers can easily carry the pieces into elevators or around tight corners.
That makes sense.
And once assembled, the whole structure sits less than 2 inches off the wall.
Wait, less than 2 inches deep? For something that wide? How do they keep a 20-foot canvas perfectly flat without the frame bowing or, the fabric sagging in the middle?
They use this really clever sliding hook and loop system, but think of it less like basic Velcro and more like a dynamic suspension system.
Okay, a suspension system, yeah.
Yeah, it allows the installation crew to incrementally stretch this massive canvas across the frame. By adjusting the tension inch by inch all the way around, they get it as tight as a snare drum.
Wow.
Literally zero wrinkles.
Okay, I want to understand the aesthetics here because the product page mentions a mullion-less or zero-edge design.
Okay.
Wait, so if I butt two of these frames right up against each other, is there a black border in the middle? Or is it literally just one continuous wall of screen?
That's the magic of the extruded aluminum baffles. They actually hide the structural support entirely behind the fabric, so your eye never catches a bezel.
Oh, that's wild.
It creates this completely uninterrupted visual plane, which is incredibly immersive for the viewer.
Obviously, aerospace-grade aluminum and specialized tension systems, they don't come cheap. We're looking at a retail price around $7,200, which is marked down from an MSRP of nearly $9,000.
Yeah, you're paying for that structural integrity, certainly, but you're also paying for the microscopic optical coating on the viewing surface itself. This specific material, the matte White XT1000V, it has a 1.0 gain.
Let's pause there for a second. What exactly does a 1.0 gain mean in this context?
Essentially, it means the screen reflects light perfectly evenly in all directions.
Okay.
So the person sitting way off to the side of the room sees the exact same brightness and color accuracy as the person sitting dead center. Plus, it's backed by a 5-year warranty.
Which I imagine is crucial for a permanent architectural fixture like this. But, okay, I have to ask about something in the specs that totally confused me.
What's that?
If I'm paying over $7,000 for this, why are ceiling mounts an extra request? The kit comes standard with wall brackets, but if you want to fly it from the ceiling, you have to specially order those brackets. Shouldn't a premium kit just include everything?
I know, it seems counterintuitive, right? But it actually prevents massive waste.
Really? How so?
Well, flying a 275-inch screen requires highly specific, often custom, structural rigging. If Draper included flown brackets in every box, 90% of them would just end up in a landfill.
Because most people are putting them on a wall.
Exactly. Most of these screens are going flat against a reinforced wall, so they provide what's standard and let the specialized rigging be a deliberate choice.
That actually makes total sense. It really puts our daily media habits into perspective, too. I mean, you might be listening to this right now on a 6-inch phone screen, completely immersed, while technology like this proves that sheer physical scale still holds incredible power to captivate a whole room.
It really forces us to rethink what a display even is.
Exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
think about it. If you have the engineering to hide all the structural support and seamlessly tile massive borderless canvases together, how close are we to a future where we just stop hanging screens entirely?
It's an interesting thought.
A future where the actual architecture, like the literal walls of our homes, simply become the display. A completely seamless glowing room, just something to chew on the next time you go to mount a TV.